recaps from week 4. Obviously, there's a ton of big games, and we got to all of them. We watched all of them, and we're paying attention to just about every game that was happening. It was as many TVs or screens as you could get. First one, we're going to talk about Ohio State over Notre Dame. Ohio State wins on basically the last play of the game, punches one into the end zone, and beats Notre Dame. But, Reese, you got a 3.5 cover for a dog's dog with Notre Dame. With this game, do you think, how much does this say about Ohio State? Are you more impressed with them? Are you still kind of like iffy on them? What are you seeing after that game? Or are you just like, you respect the win because it's Notre Dame and you think Notre Dame was that good?
I think it's just a hard-nosed win. I mean, for either team to lose this game, and it's a different fashion than both teams are used to. I mean, you're used to seeing Ohio State win by scoring 30, 40 points. The Notre Dame offense we're used to seeing this year is a team that's been high-powered. And so just a hard-nosed fought game. It's kind of like I talked about last week. The game came down to Ohio State's defense, and they were able to limit Sam Hartman. I mean, they gave 14 points to that offense who hasn't missed a beat this year. And then it also speaks about Kyle McCord. I mean, I really didn't have any confidence in that guy. I thought you're taking Sam Hartman, who started over 50 games, versus McCord, who's had 4 games, and my money's going to be with the quarterback who's proven it more. But him having that drive at the end of the game to lead that team down that field, you got to be a good quarterback to be able to do that kind of stuff. And I think it speaks that it shows that they actually have a quarterback now. He might not be all the way there, but they show they have a guy who can develop into becoming something special. And I think it just shows that if they can get that offense going, that defense is legit. That could win them a national championship. So,
yeah, I think the biggest thing to take away is that's 2 good defenses. Like whether or not you thought maybe McCord wasn't quite going to step into the shoes yet and be that guy, or you were really worried about Notre Dame hitting big plays with Hartman and his ability to throw the football down the field. You saw 2 really good defenses, like whether that was against the run, pass, all that. And I thought those are 2 really good teams. The problem with Notre Dame now is that you're not in a conference, right? You run the table, you go 11-1. You're still on the outside looking in because other 11-1 teams or undefeated teams get a play for a conference title. And I still think that's the biggest flaw for them right now. They only hurt themselves by staying independent. And again, that's a whole different conversation, but I still was impressed with Notre Dame. I still think that's a good football team. They'll probably, I think, run that schedule. They'll have some hard games. They're going to play USC. So saying I can't say that they're going to run that schedule and they still have USC
I don't think
schedule.
they don't have an easy one this weekend. That's for sure.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see that one. Is there anything else on this game that I didn't touch on? I know this is going to come out Thursday. A lot of people have already gotten their recaps ready for the previews, but I think this is a weekend enough to recap as much as possible, right?
Yeah, but we got to mention the absolute balls it takes to call a run play there. But also just a coaching blunder on the side of Notre Dame to only have 10 guys on the field. I mean,
after a timeout.
And he said, I think he had mentioned in the press conference he didn't want to take a penalty. Buddy, take the goddamn penalty. Better than leaving that side of the line open. That's where they scored. But coaching blunder, huge. But what a win for Ohio State. What a football game.
Yeah, great football game. Great football game.